What's good, everybody? It's Big Game James, man, and we back in these streets. Back in these streets. Just want to make a quick video. Final words of the night. See if I'll be on there tonight. Rough day at work. Tired. For real. But just want to talk about a couple things, especially that game last night hurt my soul. But I had a feeling it was going to happen. I just had that feeling. But just want to jump on something right quick about these Cowboys. Saw an article today about Mazi Smith, and there's been the Mazi talk was all last year about the Wade, what happened, what didn't happen, what perceived happened. No, it's all hush hush. Mental health issues, we don't know. Just a lot of stuff about him. And there was an article that came out today about pressure, mental, expectations didn't go the way you wanted, those type of things. And, I jumped on my Twitter and said, I had seen the interview about Mazi where he said, I don't even like football. I just want to hit somebody. And, I made my comments about it. None of my comments I said was factual. All I said was this. I've seen a lot of players from Little League on up, because I coached in youth football for about 14 years. I've been around a lot of athletes, whether me playing sports myself, coaching, my kids playing, all that. I've seen elite athletes, players, dogs. And one of the things I have noticed is, even in youth football, I've had kids that didn't want to play at all. They played because their parents made them, or they just were talented, supremely talented. And it's like, why not? Why not do this, right? But I've had a couple of kids that I've coached where they're like, I don't even like football. I just do it just because. And when Mazi said that, when he was saying in an interview, like, I just want to hit somebody, smash somebody. I don't even like football. I just like hitting people. I get it. But all I'm saying is when I made that quote, like, that raised a red flag to me when you jump out there in your rookie year. I don't like football. I just want to hit somebody. I get that. Everybody who plays sports or plays in the NFL or the NBA or all that, they don't, especially football, would say a lot of players probably don't love it, but they getting paid. They don't got to work a regular job, and that's why they probably doing it, right? And they've been playing all their lives. But all I'm saying is, when you're going through mental health issues, possibly, and I hear that you really don't like the sport of football, and you're going through stuff, all I'm saying is easier for you to quit. It's easier for you to be like, I ain't doing this. It's easier for you to get deep in a rabbit hole that'll be hard to get out of. You get what I'm saying? So that's what I'm saying, because I've seen so many kids that didn't have that interest. They just had the talent, or their parents pushed them. I would see them later on quitting. And you be like, you ain't playing no more? Nah, I ain't trying to do that. So that's all my statement was on the Mazi Smith thing. Was that just was a big pause for me, because yes, I know a lot of players don't like football, but they don't be coming out and saying it. I think me and Nick Herrera said that. You're right. I don't hear the guys that don't love it. They don't say nothing because they don't want nobody to know. They just want to play and do what they're gonna do. You come out and just say it. To me, that gives even more flags. Like, I just feel like, when things ain't going your way, you don't really love the game, it's just easier for you to be like, man, F this. In my opinion, just from what I've seen, if you don't love something and you're going through trials and tribulations, I think it's a little bit more easier to just be like, F it, rather than somebody who does love it and going through this, want to press through more, want to push through more, because this is what I love, this is what I want to do, this is what I want. So I might be going through it right now, but I'm going to go get help. I'm going to lean on people. I'm going to do this because I want to be great and I want this to be great. Whereas somebody who don't love it, who says they don't love it, and then they go through this and you're playing for the Cowboys, and maybe you're told to play one thing and you don't, just things aren't going right. I just feel like it's easier for you to be like, man, F all this. I don't care about this. That's where my stance is on the Mazi thing. Now, I did say also with Mike Zimmer, we'll talk throughout the week, Stargazer, Mike, sure the final word. We'll talk more about this in depth. I ain't going to do all that today. But I will say this about Mike Zimmer, Grandpa Zimmer. I'm calling him Grandpa Zimmer. I don't care. He's 68. He Grandpa. I've been said he Grandpa because I don't want him to be head coach of Dallas Cowboys. But, you know, I was like, oh, man, y'all getting these old people. But you know what? I like Zim. I ain't never said, even though I said Zim was old and Grandpa, these are straight facts. One thing I did say was I ain't never disliked Zimmer. I ain't never said I don't like him as a coach. What are y'all doing? No, I never have said that. I think Zimmer is a damn good coach, damn good defensive coach. Bro, he's almost 70 years old. Like, I'm just saying, we can't. Why we always gotta go with these old heads like that recycled? That's all I said. But I actually think Mike Zimmer. He was talking about Mazi today. I actually think Mike Zimmer, if Mazi has the open mind for it, Mazi is willing to take the intake of it, and Mazi wants to be better and be greater or whatever he wants to be, then I think Zimmer is going to be a great addition for him. I think Mike Zimmer is talking about building him back up from the ground up, and I feel like Mike Zimmer has that type of love. Mike Zimmer reminds me of Rod Marinelli, because Rod Marinelli, even though, you know, we got frustrated with Rod with his tactics. You know, I want orphans. I don't need top guys. We got frustrated with that. But we never got frustrated with Rod as far as the players always giving him supreme effort. Players always playing hard under him. Players always giving him love. And Rod was about tough love. Rod didn't give a hell. He's about tough love. You gonna come in here and get this done, or you ain't gonna be here, or you gonna sit the bench. That's what Rod did, and I respect that. And I feel like Mike Zimmer is gonna bring that kind of toughness to the players. And the players so far, I hear Sam Williams is one thing to say it, but then when it's on your ass, then we really see if that's what you really wanted. Because Zimmer, from what I remember Zimmer, even back in the 90s, Zimmer don't play. He don't play that. He will show you love, but it's tough love. But I feel like this is what the Cowboys need. They need to stop all that glitz and glamour. Dan Quinn, he was highly effective with blitzing, attacking, sacks, turnovers. That was his thing. But the toughness, Dallas didn't have that. They had supreme talent, supreme athletes, but they didn't have supreme toughness. And that's one of the things that spiraled all through the organization, toughness on both sides of the ball. And I think Mike Zimmer will bring that back, in my opinion. Because if you don't, you're not going to play. I feel like he'll let the best player play because he's old school with it. So I'll give him that. Grandpa Zimmer, I'm with you on that. And I feel like you'll be a very good addition in that aspect. The more I thought about it, I don't like your age, but I do like how you're hard-nosed but fair. You're tough-nosed but real. And you're going to hopefully bring that back, that attitude back to the Cowboys. So we shall see about that. So we'll talk more about that during the week. Now about these Mavericks. I just had this feeling that this was going to happen last night. I asked my girl. Oh my God, I don't want to look at the score. I didn't want to watch the game because I just felt like this was that game. This felt like one of the most important games of the series. And Mavericks, y'all had it. 12 of 23 from free throw line, 50-some%. OKC was 95%, 23-24. That was the whole game right there. But in a nutshell, Dallas, we choked it. Dallas, you choked that one. You go up 3-1. I said this. Whoever loses this game, pretty much could lose the series. I'm not gonna say that because I picked the upset from my Mavs, so I can't waver on that. I'm gonna still say you're gonna upset them, but man, that put a bad hole. Now you 2-2. Thunder are energized. They're going back home. That crowd going to be crazy. I know P.J. Washington been averaging like 25 points a game in this series, but we can't keep relying on him to be doing that. You feel me? Luka is hurt. He is noticeably hurt, and we can see that. But a couple things. Stop crying at these damn refs all the time. Luka, that just bothers. Like, he ain't never going to stop doing it. Like, he going to do it for life. So I can't tell him to stop. Even if you heard it. But damn, it's so annoying at times. Like, because you're always asking for the call. Like, and And if you don't get it, you're always throwing your hands up. And yes, you play better defense in these series. Yes. But, bro, that's just so annoying when you don't get the call that you want. You get to always throwing your hands up or always looking to the ref. They're going down court. You still throwing your hands at the ref and they scoring a bucket, dog. That kills us. Transition defense. Stop crying all the time. Like, bro, they're going to be physical with you. Like, you ain't 100%. What you think they're going to do? They're putting Lou Dort on you and he going to be physical. He's bodying you every time. Stop taking this like a personal one-on-one. You bodying back and I just feel like your offense was out of whack because you was too worried about Lou Dort last night. And Dort's going to stay big. That's why he's going to play you the rest of this finals. So, you know what you need to do? Kyrie Irving. We need to see a Kyrie Irving sighting in these last 3 games. I know second half, nah. We need a Cleveland Cavaliers Kyrie. Turn back the hands of time, Kyrie. Because if Luka's hurt and he ain't doing it, 9 points from your next dog ain't doing it. Because you can't rely on them guys to win the game. The P.J. Washingtons, Daniel Gaffers, Dante Exum, Tim Hardaway Jr., Derek Lively, Derek Jones Jr., none of them. Them ain't the guys. You got 2 guys for these playoffs that you need to ride their back. And if Luka is ailing right now, which he is, Kyrie, you need to step up, dog. And you need to come out with guns blazing like you was in Cleveland when you took over, when y'all was down 3-1. I know LeBron was doing his thing, but it was Kyrie too. Kyrie was killing them boys. And this is what we need. You need to rewind that hands of time, and we need Kyrie coming out banging all 3 games. There ain't no tomorrow. Okay, there ain't no time to be tired. You disagree with Josh Hart when he's saying playing all them minutes in the game. When you got regular people working 12-hour jobs, what I'm complaining about. So Kyrie, dog, you've been playing excellent on-ball defense. You've been dishing out your assists. You're averaging close to 8-9 assists in this series. Probably about 8 assists this series. But nah, forget all that. We need Kyrie to score. Okay? Kyrie need to be, these next 3 games, you need to be averaging 30. If y'all want to win. Because Luka ain't going to be able to do it. He hurting. So it need to be you, Kyrie. If you don't do it, Dallas is getting knocked out. Okay? If Kyrie don't step up and for real, average damn near 30 a game in these next 3 games, that upset I call is not going to happen. This next game is huge. Got to win this game. I mean, and it looks bad because usually those games you go home, you lose, and then you go back to Dallas, then you win, then you go to Game 7, and it's a close game, and then you lose, or it's a blowout. But I remember what Dallas did against Phoenix, though. Feel me? So they won the closeout games, but this is gonna be tough. But damn, that was a game you should have had, but I had that feeling. That's why I told you I was nervous in the video, because I had that feeling. I was telling my girl the whole game, I just have this feeling. I don't want to say they're going to lose, but I just had this feeling. And what happened? Just had that feeling, and it happened. You know, you down a couple points, you missed them free throws, 1 or 2. Come on, dog. Y'all got to make them. And here's the thing. Dallas Mavericks have never really, if you looked at their team, haven't been, the players all through the list aren't great free throw shooters as a whole. So y'all need to get in the gym, baby, and shoot damn near all kind of free throws. Y'all was playing good defense, closeout defense, but it's got to step up because there is no tomorrow. In these next 3 games, it's got to be Kyrie Irving. Straight up and down, Kyrie Irving. You got to be the man. You got to show why they traded for you mid-season. You got to show why they went hard to keep you in the off-season. You got to show why. We know why. We know. But you got to let the world know who you are. And you need to let them know these last 3 games, or Dallas Mavericks are going home. Big Game James. I'm out. Peace.